when we last left off, we were exploring, and I think this is where we are. We found this, like, dinosaur-looking thing, so let's get into it. Let's give it a look. Let's see what's going on. Some archaeologists.
Wanna buy something?
Ooh, diamond bangle. I do want 3 of those. Heck yeah. I think we're good on everything else. Maybe we buy a couple tranquilizers. It's nice to be to the point where, oh man, Ether being on sale is good. We'll buy 1 of those. And we're good to go.
Welcome to Bone Village, a town for nature lovers.
Whatever you want. What do you have?
Have you seen Sephiroth?
Oh, the man in the black cape?
He was looking for the Temple of the Ancients. The Temple of the Ancients?
It's way down south. It's on the other side of this town and the inland sea. It's on the other side of this town and the inland sea. It's the pyramid rising out of the forest.
How do you get in?
You need the keystones.
Keystone smooth. What's a keystone?
Just like it sounds, a rock that's a key. I heard that some rich guy has it. Oh? This is useful information. This is a useful little detour. Excavating is a slow process. The treasure we excavated are stored in the box next to the tent. Remember that. So do you feel like the game is properly guiding you to the right places to progress the story? I do. I do feel a little bit better now that the game has told me exactly where to go. We use the newest system to find buried treasure. We use bombs to make earthquakes and then check the sound waves given off by tremors. You can awaken the sleeping forest if you have the lunar harp. Once awake, they say the forest will open a road for you. So, you remember how Final Fantasy III went? Hey, Final Fantasy III wasn't that bad. Final Fantasy III was definitely rough, but it wasn't that bad about not telling me where to go. All right, so Bone Village, where's Sephiroth? Temple of the Ancients. Way down south. It's on the other side of this town and the inland sea. It's the pyramid rising out of the forest. Gotcha. So way down south. So this way? This is south, right? You said it's like the pyramid out of the inland sea? I guess. So let's hop in our plane. Make our way south. So this whole thing is the island, right? So we're trying to go way south. I know, I'm stuck. Do I have to go around this island? Do I have to go all the way around? You VOD viewers, skip ahead. We're looking. Yeah, Final Fantasy III was kind of a nightmare for navigation. I won't lie. I was real dumb. All right, so we are looking for. Let's see here. Can I? Not what I wanted. Is it this island? I do not know. Ooh. What are you things? We're actually like really low. I need to. I don't know. I don't remember getting this low. All right, cure up. And I also have better armlets for everyone, right? I got the diamond bangle, which gives me another materia. fire, manipulate, and enemy skill, I suppose. In Final Fantasy VIII, the points of interest are colored a different color in text. That was definitely helpful. Oh man, that sounds very nice. I've been looking at a couple of the I need on the other side of this island. I've been watching some of the like forums on Reddit and stuff like that. Some people talk about Final Fantasy VIII and how it kind of like lost the plot a little bit. Also, this thing is in my butt. I'm worried maybe we shouldn't be here yet. If the overworld stuff is kicking my butt, I'm thinking maybe I'm not where I'm supposed to be. I said across the water. It's not one of the like the tiny little islands, right? Or is the map like inverted? Is south actually north via the map? And I'm actually supposed to go to the tip of this island? Is that what's going on here? Because these, I would have assumed that it's on the island, right? That they were talking about it. They were talking about the Temple of the Ancients. So do I need to like go around here and try to get? Is there like a cave up there? Like, am I going through the forest, I guess, here? Well, let's go ahead and save before we, like, TPK and I get super lost. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's get the instructions one more time. Sephiroth, looking for the Temple of the Ancients. It's way down south. It's on the other side of this town and the Inland Sea. So, in story-wise, it's a bit convoluted. I don't mind involved stories, but it was definitely losing me. Yeah, it's really interesting in terms like, I don't know, like right now I'm looking for a keystone as well, I guess. And we're just kind of like following Sephiroth around, right? Is like what's happening. Is all we're doing. So maybe it's like just straight south. Is where it's telling me to go. So let's go straight south, I guess. After we go all the way around the entire island. And it's like Shinra. What I know for certain, Shinra is an evil corporation. Sephiroth is a genetic soldier who is mad at Shinra for the work that they did with his mother, Genova. Right? So can I get around with this? No. Where go then? I've been here, right? This is not new. This is... Oh, this is the minigame thing. Shinra does some shady things with the environment, which is causing global warming, for lack of a better word. I think this is where we're trying to go. I think this is the island that they're talking about. Yeah, so this is the Temple of the Ancients. So, all right, so we found the Temple of the Ancients. We're probably going to get told that we don't have, like, a keystone or something like that. And right now, we're just, like, following Sephiroth around for whatever reason. It's like, the gang follows Sephiroth. Because he's mad about these monsters. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, we need a keystone. Some rich dude has it. Well, no save before heading in, but like, I didn't think we were going to be allowed in. Right, like we found the Temple of the Ancients, but I didn't think they were gonna let me in. Because there is a old man that we're looking for with a key. But I don't think I know any old men, right? Like the only old men that I know are in that one town, I guess, right? But yeah, you know, you can't be sleeping. This is the weirdest Temple of the Ancients. Keystone. Okay. So yeah, Sephiroth is mad because he found out that these people were doing experiments and he didn't like it. Is what I know. That's really all we know, right? Is there anything else on this island? I don't know. Oh no! Back attack! Okay. At least the enemies here are not too bad. They don't give a lot of XP though. What else do we know? We know Shinra was doing experimentation on these ancients, right? Which are people who are not of this world, but somehow that ties to Sephiroth, right? Like Sephiroth isn't an ancient himself. And I guess we don't know if Genova is an ancient or not either. Like it could just be like a regular alien because they like reference a meteor. So I don't know if that makes her an ancient or if it's one of those like things that are like references to the other Final Fantasy game where okay, so these are just random islands, right? Yeah. All right, some old man who has a key. Isn't that a great hint for somebody who doesn't pay super close attention to everything? Was ist das? No, this is like the main island. Maybe the really old man is referring to the island on the top left. Maybe there's like a really old man there. Also, what is this? There's some random house here. Huh? Another customer? You sure picked an out of the way place, but if it's the keystone you're looking for, you're too late. Don't have it. So it's just some random guy on the map who has the keystone that I just had to go find around and explore? Keystone? Dude, you know what the keystones are! What? You didn't come here for that? The keystone is the key that unlocks the gate to a very old temple somewhere. You're not going to believe your ears, but I heard it was the Temple of the Ancients.
The Temple of the Ancients.
Don't take it seriously, it's just a legend. Well, who grabbed it?
Where's the keystone?
I sold it already. Yeah, well, to tell the truth, I didn't really want to sell it, but that guy had a way about him that made you feel like it may not be a good idea not to sell it to him. Who did you sell it to? Rufus of Shinra? The manager of the Golden Saucer, I think his name was Dio, said he was going to put it in his museum, then he took off out of here. Oh, okay. Hold on. What if I say, let's change the subject? All the weapons you see here I made myself, but lately I haven't been able to get materials. Alright. So I guess we're going back to the Golden Saucer. I have no idea how the oh, there was also like some like terrible crime thing that was going on as well. Like there's been like a lot of like weird. They're like Shinra is hunting the ancients for some reason. Can I go up waterfalls? No. Okay. Where am I on the map? Okay. Hold on. Can I get off down here? I can. Let's make our way over to the car. Oh, you can get combat in the car? Weird. So what is this, like, Xenagos looking thing? Yeah, so we're going to the Golden Saucer. Go way down. What is that? It's just a giant robot? Okay. Xenomorph, yeah. I think now that it's October, maybe we do some horror games. That could be fun. Oh man, I actually don't remember how to get to the Golden Saucer. It was like there was like a lift in Barrett's town, which I think is on this island, right? It's like just to the north. It's like all the way north or something like that. No, don't turn me to stone! Let's see, where was I in my plot synopsis? And everybody can yell at me for not understanding it at this point of the game. It's in the desert? Okay. Wait, that's like the Golden Saucer proper? I thought that was just like a way to it. But you don't know how to get in? Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We're gonna take the scenic route. That's how we're gonna do it. Yeah, like this isn't the Golden Saucer. This is like prison, right? Like up here is where the Golden Saucer is. Cause that's where they send you. I think I just like put that stuff away. Yeah, I think this is how you get into the Golden Saucer legally. Okay, yeah, there's like a chute up this way. Maybe not up that way, maybe just left. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, here's how to get there. So we're looking for Dio, I guess. But yeah, there's that whole like plot or scandal where the one guy was trying to grab Tifa and Eris for some whatever reason. They're doing experiments. Shinra is taking over the world somehow by sucking the planet dry of its resources. It's bad. Welcome to the Gold Saucer. We will do a single pass. Yep, I'm aware of the GP system. Thank you. Maybe in the event square? I don't know. We're looking for what's his face. Dio. No show. It's fine. There's lots of moving parts in this game. We have to be careful of these steps. What? A lot of things. Hotel round event. Can I go to the hotel? Oh, right. The hotel is like spooky. Can I go? Yeah. And then there's like every character has their own like story that's going on as well. Where like Barrett has this like tragic backstory of, you know, being in this area, right? Like this was like his story, right? Which is cool. Like how all the characters have their own stories and stuff like that is really, really cool. I think that's I'm gonna get on my soapbox here real quick. I was actually thinking about this the other day about like why Final Fantasy might be people's favorite games, right? Because it hasn't quite done it for me yet. It's getting there, right? Like it's definitely incredibly enjoyable, but I haven't finished it yet, so I can't give it, you know, my entire opinions about it. But I would say that the reason why Final Fantasy is doing so well is the storytelling is so unique. All the games up until this one have had individual beats, and it's kind of like through line for all of them, but all these characters have their own story being told, essentially, and they all kind of tie together, and they all have like such distinct motivations for doing what they want to do. Like Barrett, and we learned about him most recently, is from the place where Avalanche was founded, and they've all been affected by Shinra. And Tifa's dad was murdered by Sephiroth in a Shinra facility. Heck, even Sephiroth has true motivation, even though now it's not entirely relayed to us. It is different than, let's just say, Kefka, who is just like this murdering clown guy, or X-Death, who's just an amalgamation of murder, or, you know, the Death Cloud in Final Fantasy III, I think it was. I think that one was just Death Cloud. Like, that's just in the original, like, games, like 1 through 4, I think. Maybe it might just be 1, 2, and 3. It is so just good versus evil, the forces of good versus the forces of evil. And then they kind of like shift away from that in like 4, 5, and 6. And I think like that's why the stories in 4 and 6 are so compelling, is because the characters have these individual beats. Now, it still is in the originals, like 4, 5, and 6. It is still very much the 4 chosen good versus the 4 chosen bad and the evil. Where this one, it's incredibly complex, and it's like Shinra is just trying to get money, and you know, Sephiroth is not necessarily a bad guy, but he was created bad, which is very similar to Kefka and, you know, in 6 there, right? Like, I think Kefka and Sephiroth are more akin than I think some people give credit for. And I think that's why 7 is standing out to me so much, and why I don't necessarily want to give this game the gold star yet, because we're still working through the story, right? And I believe that the game has potential, and I think it will get there. I'm incredibly optimistic about that. But I personally believe that is what makes this game so memorable, is the way that the game presents itself, because it's not the combat, right? Like, they didn't do anything incredibly crazy with the combat in 7 versus, you know, 4, 5, and 6, right? So there's time-based, you're making attacks, you're choosing your magic, and you have summons and things like that. Now, the mechanics are a little different, and it keeps it fresh and fun, but it's definitely not like leaps and bounds ahead in terms of combat. That I know that some of the later games change it up a little bit, especially once you get away from the PlayStation 1 games. I know like some of the PlayStation 2 games are crazy in like the mechanic systems, but we'll get into that when we get there. Let's keep working through some of the story. And let's see if we can't find Dio.